Quarter Ninja presents.
Hello my friends, hello and welcome to Quarter Ninja Slayer, where we play games, and today we are playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. As you know, we are doing our 1000 cars journey playthrough, and we are sitting at 885 cars to go. As you can see, we finished these three in the previous episode, and let's immediately move forward. I think there is no time to waste, and let's do it. So now let's do something different, like this. For the last two cars in this series, or let's say in this episode, or how can we call it, it's not really series, but we are selling 5 cars at the time, and I still didn't find a proper kinda a name for that, but yeah, you know what I mean. We have 5 cars that we are selling, and actually that means we need to do 5 cars before we sell them. And we have already 3, as you can see, this Mercedes, that Audi, and the beautiful BMW. So all of these cars, well, not all actually, this is the DLC, this is the vanilla car, it's called Mayen M3, but it's actually Audi, and this is the BMW that is the mod. So basically all these mod creators that are doing mods are doing amazing job, and you can find links to their basically work and the cars and everything in our 1000 car spreadsheet, which is linked in the description down below. The 1000 car spreadsheet is amazing. Every single piece of info you might want to have is there, so feel free please to check it, and you know, be sure maybe to follow the links, maybe even to install some mods, you know, that you like, and be sure to appreciate these guys that are doing mods, you know, to give them thumbs up and things like that. That is always a very, very nice thing that you can do. And yep, but there is not much to talk about, except you know what I'm thinking now is about McLaren F1. As you know, for many, the epitome of the sports car. It was a really amazing and beautiful car, and it still is. And the mod creator, which actually, let me just check who created it. It is Deadbob777, and he has some really great mods, you know, and he made a few versions, and I chose to do 2. One is McLaren F1, the normal one, and another one is LM. We will see what the difference is. I don't think there is a huge difference, but as I checked beforehand, they are different parts, and you know, that means that a little bit of visual differences will be there, and actually it will be a little bit different car. And as you know, in our 1000 car journey, we are basically buying, restoring, repairing and selling 1000 cars. But what we are trying not to do is to, you know, buy 1000 Bolt Atlantas or 1000, you know, some random vanilla cars and sell them. We are actually trying to sell 1000 different cars as much as possible. What means different? That means basically the car that is either visually distinctive or, you know, in some other way has a little bit of uniqueness from each other. So in this specific case, 2 McLarens, one is normal F1 version and one is LM. They should be a little bit different from what I've seen, so that should be good enough for us. And it is such a iconic and amazing car that it really deserves a little bit more of attention. In any case, this is pretty simple, relatively simple build. I like it. It's not way too complicated like some cars are, and I think we are going to be able to do this pretty fast and pretty efficient. When we do this too, we are going to sell our 5 cars and move forward to other stuff. I already prepared a list of cars that are going to be restored. If you want to see it in advance, feel free to visit a 1000 car spreadsheet. Description is in, link is in description down below. That would be a more proper way to say it. And there you have a full list of our cars in our 1000 car journey, from the cars that were done to the cars that are going to be done. You have our garage completely covered there, parking and what cars are sitting in the parking at the moment. You have all engines, you can see what engines we have in inventory. Engine guides, we have a series of videos, 6 of them, called engine guides, where we assembled all the engines, built them, so you can, have a basic idea how they're done and stuff like that. And these are pretty sweet, as they're not, going to some technicalities, but more just to do, have to do with, assembly of the engine, so what parts are going where and stuff like that. Feel free to check it. Of course, links are in the description, in the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet link is in the description down below. Oh my goodness, it's so many words. Plus, we are keeping track of all the mods. Let's first take engine out. I think that's the most prudent way. All the mods with all the mods name, author names, links to the mods, everything is there, so every single piece of info is there, and you can check it, and you can basically kinda have the idea what's going on. I'm just looking, are these integral? I think this is strange. Okay, let's do interior first, and then let's do exterior, and then we are going to see how things are going. This is the interior. As you can see, it is rust everywhere. And first, let's do welding, and welder will fix our bodywork. As you can see, bam. Okay, now it's fixed. I just want to see, do we have some rusty parts that are not fixed? No, it seems that everything is integral part of the body, which is perfectly fine. Let's put our battery to the charger. As you can see, why not? We can, and that's a very good thing to do. I have spare batteries, and I always put battery to the charger, because why to pay 100 something money units for something you don't have to do. New engine is ready. I prepared them in advance as usual. You know that we are always dropping engines in advance. And that's that. Now let's see what parts we are missing. A gearbox can go from here. Very interesting. In the meantime, let's go and fix stuff. We should always first do this, repair stuff, because why not? We will have some stuff repaired, things that are reusable, and let's see what we can do. I have to be very honest and say that I didn't record episode for now 2 weeks now. I'm extremely busy. I have other things that I'm doing, of course, in my life, and this is just for fun. I love to do this, and I do that, I do these things whenever I can, but very often I will have big breaks. So if I talk some nonsense at some point, don't take it against me. As I said, I didn't basically touch the game for 2 weeks as I was busy with other stuff. Let's buy that air filter and put it in. And then I actually forget some things, what we were planning and stuff like that. So I have to kind of come back and just reorganize myself and be sure that I know what I'm talking about. But I do hope everything will be perfectly fine, and we will be able to do these things. You see, we cannot access our parts there, but doesn't really matter. Let's go with the suspension. And you know, I always try to explain the format of these videos is actually a streaming format. What I mean by that is I'm doing this like I would do a live stream. There is no editing, nothing. I'm simply just recording video on fly, and video as it is going to the YouTube. So there is nothing here that I edit. I basically, it is like what you see is what you get, and there is nothing else there. The point why I'm doing that, because I would love to stream, but as you heard a few minutes ago, I had at least 2 weeks break that when I didn't record anything, and imagine me trying to stream and have some schedule, that would be completely impossible. Also, I live in China at the moment, so I'm very far away. Time zones are also very wrong for streaming, and you know, it doesn't make any sense to do it. And also I explained that multiple times. Sometimes, you know, with streaming to these YouTubes and Twitch, you will have interruptions. You know, it happens. I try to stream multiple times, and it happens like once in 2-3 hours that stream will interrupt. But from my point of view, that's more than I would love to see. So let me see, Classic 02, let's find them. They should be somewhere at the end. Yeah. But the primary reason, I would say, you know, I didn't mention that before because I kind of didn't want, but the primary reason why I'm not really streaming, even, you know, with maybe interruption here, there or stuff, is that actually I cannot simply follow the schedule in any way or form. And, you know, sometimes I will stream, as I said, I will play, you know, day after day after day, or few episodes per day. Sometimes I have to have at least a week or two, or even a little bit more of a break. And, you know, it wouldn't make any sense. So for me, this is a much better. And you know, if at some point in time there is enough following that people want to talk and have interaction, we will have live streams, and you know, why not? But at the moment we are doing it like this. Okay, so the front suspension, as you can see, there is no front cross member on this car, which again I don't really care at all about. Bottom suspension arm, because I've seen many people, well, not many, but yeah, actually it was quite a few, complaining about different mods because they're not, they miss this or that or whatever. And I'm thinking, people, you're getting that actually for free. Why the hell would you complain? You know, what's the point? And funny, you know, the humans and the people, actually, the persons, they like to complain about stuff they get for free. And that is, you know, well-known sociology, I think that's the science, well-known thing in sociology, human behavior, actually. And it is very strange, but it is true, and you wouldn't believe, you know, how stupid that is actually, that you complain about free stuff, and when you pay for something you usually don't complain nearly so much. Fuel tank B. But yeah, I'm not a native English speaker, as you can imagine, and then some words that we are not using very often, I will, you know, need to think about them, like sociology, but I think that is the science about the human behavior. And yeah, as I said, you know, please, if you get something for free, don't complain. If you don't like it, just F off and don't bother people who are giving something for free to you. That's my view. If you think differently, please let us know in the comment below. If you believe that you should be bitch about things that you are getting for free, let us know in the comment below. I think everyone would like to hear your opinion and things like that. So, oh, we don't have rubber bushings, which we actually need. Yeah, I get really agitated with that, trust me, when people are complaining about free stuff. I think that's the lowest of the low. But you know, that's just my opinion. As I said, maybe you think that's super cool, and you know, you can share your opinion with us, or if you agree with me, also you can share your opinion. Why not? And let us find the big wheel, because as you can see, the 315 is going on the back. Of course, it's logical, it is a sports car and it should be like that. I hope I have enough of these absorbers. I have to be super honest and say that I just dropped to my chair and decided to do episode because I have a little bit of free time. Who knows when I will do the next one. So this is like one, and then maybe I will not do next one for a few weeks more. But I didn't really check anything much. I just did an engine for which, as you can imagine, I was sure I have it. For one of the cars. Unfortunately, I didn't have it, and I have no idea why it is in my list. And this is where the problems arise, you know, when you are not doing this every day, you know, when it's not your job and you lose a little bit of track. So I was having, you know, in my list the engine that should be here, you know, in my inventory and everything, but that engine is not here, doesn't exist. So I had to spend a little bit of time to make a new one, prepare a new one to be able to finish today stuff. Well, you know, it is what it is. We should, you know, just go with the flow. There is nothing we can do about that, and that is how it is. Life goes on and we move forward. So the last 315, let's go here, and I'm just looking. Yeah, I was looking what the hell happened. Let us see what are we missing. We should rear right door, interesting. Okay, radiator, yeah, I know. Starter, I know. Sway bar. Okay, so somewhere here we are missing, I think it is here, actually, I know it is here. We are missing this sway bar. We need to put starter in, and on this one I'm not actually sure where from where starter goes in. Yep, we can put it from here, perfect. And the thing that is left, I think, is oh, I love when game just drops you randomly somewhere. This is, I think, one of the worst things here, but yeah. As I said, I love the game, I enjoy playing it, but I think it's horribly programmed and really badly implemented and optimized and everything. But still, you know, it is what it is, although I feel I can complain as I paid for this. I didn't get it for free, so I do believe I can complain and say what I'm thinking about this. Now, as you can see, we are having some rear right door, which who knows what the flutsk that is. Rear right door. That is some body part which we have no clue, but we do have actually clue. Okay, let's repair that. I think we might be able to repair it, maybe. Yeah, we are. Super. Okay, let's check inventory. We are looking at body parts. This we don't need. Right headlight, right door, trunk and clamshell. Okay, we will have to go to our community cars body shop. As you know, here are things that are actually, oh no, this is not, yeah, this is it. I'm just looking, so the car should have, this car should have all the normal parts. How do we check that? We come here and we check it. So you see there is no A, B or anything. Left body window A and right body window A. These are always A's in any combination because they're like rear windows and they're separated from front windows, body windows and stuff like that. But you know, every single other part is just the normal part, so there are no differences. I'm looking at these windows and I think these windows are yeah, not normal. Engine cover is a normal one, and then I think this is the front bumper and clamshell, normal left door, normal right door, and you know, glass. I'm just taking normal glass and normal hood. And this is the window A. I think we had right headlight, now we have left headlight. We do not have mirrors, and not this. I think this we need. Clamshell we have. Left door we don't, although it's not a door, but doesn't really matter. This one we have, this one we don't have. Trunk we have. Trunk window we don't have. I think this is actually it. Maybe we missed part or two, but we are going to fix it. This hood is funny, but I will still close it. Yeah, no, I need this. So let's see what do we have here. Okay, I think I got most of the parts, if I'm not mistaken. Austria, perfectly fine. I don't think I don't think that's an issue. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, I'm trying just to put all the parts in to see how this fits, and are we happy with the looks of the car. I think we actually are. Let me see, can I put it from here, front clamshell? We can, and that's also very nice. Trunk, and there are windows. We will put all of that, just bear with me. I'm trying to go in some specific order. Now this should be it, and let's see what we are missing. Right body window A and engine cover. So for that I will open the trunk, and you cannot open clamshell. Let me see, can I put, I can. Usually you can put engine cover when you open the trunk, so you need to just play a little bit. Okay, can I, why can I close you? Hello? Ah, see, I was pushing like a window instead of trunk. Okay, this should be it, 100% all the way, and we need interior. So steering wheel bandit and 11 leather D. Steering wheel bandit and 11 leather D. So this is the seat and the steering wheel bandit. I do have some stuff in stock, but we are going to use that on some normal cars. This is special. No. You see, I said I have some stuff in stock, and I'm thinking about interior stuff, but we want seat 11, which should be this one, and others we are going to use on some car that really are not as special as this one. So this car is done. Let's move it to the paint shop, paint booth. Listen, I will leave it in this original color, although let's see, do they have some liveries? They don't have, actually. This is the map. Yeah, I think this is actual McLaren color, if I remember well. No, LM will be the one. You know what? I really like this one, so we are going to paint it in this one. I think, yeah, this looks beautiful. So this is McLaren F1, the normal version, whatever that means, actually. And now let's see, I'm thinking, let's move this Mayen, that is the least exciting car here. Let's move our McLaren here. Perfect. Now we are going to bring LM version, which is here, I think. Yep. And LM version, I actually don't know what the difference is. You see, the LM version is in this color. Doesn't really matter, because LM version will not be in this color. LM version will be in Gulf colors. This is the you see, racy version and stuff like that. Okay, let us see. It has, yeah, it has the same setup here, as much as I can see. Everything is more or less the same, and yeah, that should do it. I'm just looking here. Yep, I think that's good enough. Let's put the battery on the charger. As you can see, one battery is charged, another is on the charger. Let's take whatever we can from the car, disassemble it, and let's move forward. You see, these are the windows and trunk. I'm just looking, are we missing something here? Not, it seems everything. Here we have a headlight. Also, we have this steering wheel here. Okay, I think that's it. Let's go disassemble the car and let's assemble it as basically fast as possible and efficient. This is the same setup, actually completely the same like the previous car, although the wheels are different. As you can see, these are bigger and meaner. And this car will go, you've seen it like a few minutes ago, the Golf livery, and this car will be in that livery. I kind of like it, and I think it will fit car well. So the first one we painted in this orange, McLaren orange color, and the next one we are going to do actually in the livery. As you know, in junkyard cars you will never find fuel pump, although I think, as I said, I found it once from a million cases. So yeah, actually that is kind of a bug or whatever. And also you will not find starter, you will not find some other stuff ever, ABS module for example. So as I said, the programming of the game is really very kinda not finished, and yeah, but we cannot do much about that, so we will complain and we will talk about that, but we will just accept it and move forward. As I said, you know, there are two choices: either you play it or you don't play it. I think the game as such is good enough. It's not polished perfectly, not nearly, but you know, it's good enough. It does the job, and kinda, you know, it gives you a little bit of for me it is relaxation, let's say. You know, I relax while I'm doing this. It is just no pressure. It's just something that you do for enjoyment, and also the final product which you get at the end, which is a beautiful car, is always a super welcome addition, and this is why I really like this game. Also, of course, I like car. Most of the guys like the cars. That's kind of normal thing. Also, I did work in a repair shop for some time, helping my friend, you know, to run his shop. I was doing a little bit of management job and stuff, but in the process I really learned a huge amount about these things. So yeah, I do have experience with that also, and I kind of have credentials to talk about repairing cars and stuff. And also, other than that, I did work for quite some time as a head of community management in a big company, big online game. I really know stuff about that. I know how gaming is functioning, how games are working, how everything is organized. You know, this is something also that I really I'm competent to talk about, and I very often talk about this game, and you know how I feel this game is not really developed well and things like that. But you know, it is what it is, and we have to simply accept it, adapt to it, and move forward. We dropped the engine in, so we are here. no, what I'm doing, I don't want to do, I want to do this, and this is the point. I try to click on the battery, then I click on something else. Okay, so can we put the brake servo? Okay. What we didn't do, as you know, and if you follow my videos, it happens to me all the time. For some reason or another, I really don't know. I forget to come first here to repair stuff. And I think this is because I'm rushing. As I said, I really had a little time to do these videos, and whenever I have time, I'm trying to do, you know, a lot basically at the same time. You know, I'm trying really to do as much as I can, but that often is bringing other issues, that I forget stuff and do some stuff in a way that maybe shouldn't be done, but you know, it's okay. I think we are, regardless of that, we are doing a pretty good job with all of this, and we have a really nice and oh, let's, you know what, let's sell, this is the V12 engine. This is actually, oops, we are not going to sell this. This is the one. These engines are in horrible shape, and they're not really worth anything. Before, like up until, I don't know, maybe 5 episodes ago, I was really disassembling these engines and repairing the parts and stuff like that. And then I was sitting and calculating the time and effort, and then I realized, what the F, that's not really worth it. So I do recommend you just sell this old stuff and simply put or, you know, just assemble new engine, use the new parts. Don't bother with disassembling, because when you think about that, you need 5-10 minutes to disassemble engine, then you repair what you have, and in many cases you will not repair a lot, and you know, after everything you will maybe save some money by doing that, but you will lose so much time. So my point is, don't do that. If you want to do it for fun, if it makes you happy, or you know, you love to do that, you know, by all means just go for it. But if you want to kind of save time, to be most efficient and everything, just sell all engines and make new ones. That's my recommendation. Classic 03, this is 275, so this should be, hello, thank you. At the end, these are the different wheels with different tires. As you can see, slicks are here. So this is a sportier version of the McLaren, the racy version, and it is going to be in racing livery. And you know, sometimes I will maybe even make very similar cars, or almost same cars, but with a racing and non-racing livery, because I think that makes a lot of difference, and really it's not such a bad thing to have 2 cars like that. So yeah, depends really, and sometimes I will just make one car, one version, because I feel that one version is good enough. And you know, depends really on the model and mod and how it is implemented. So yeah, that is just for you to know how I approach to these things. This is the last thing on the front suspension, I believe so, and now we need to put the wheel, which is 275 here. Okay, so front suspension is done. Let's move back and do what I would do first is gearbox. Luckily for us, as you can see, we managed to repair, I think, both of the gearboxes, which is perfectly fine. We don't have starters, and starters are steering wheel bandit. Is this later? Who cares? What did I want to buy? Starters, as you know, are never on junkyard cars, so you have to have them in stock. You cannot simply, you know, get them from the air, and that's about that. Fuel tank B, it is strange that I didn't buy 2, as I knew we are going to need it, but I kinda ignored it, and that's it. Good. Again, knuckle covers, as you can see, stuff is all the time missing, and we will have to buy that for the next car. Suspension, where is the suspension? Wheel hub bearing. I buy always 20, as wheel hub bearings are actually just, you know, things that you cannot repair or whatever. You have always to put new ones whenever you need a wheel hub bearing. There is new ones. Same as with pads, with brake discs, stuff like that. Calipers and cylinders you can repair, but obviously we don't have at the moment enough calipers as much as I can see. So we are going to have to buy them. We are missing arms and stuff, so we are having to we are going to have to buy a lot of stuff. These are the last two shocks, rear shocks, which means if we need more on some other cars, we are going to have to make them and, you know, assemble them. Let's say better, making would be wrong word. Rear axle knuckle cover. Now the fun begins because we are missing quite a few parts from what I see. Bottom suspension arm B and upper suspension arm. So upper suspension arm is here. We are going to buy 3, and bottom suspension arm B, we are going to buy 3 of these. Not sure, are we missing? Okay, what I didn't do last time, I bought 20 rubber bushings, but I really believe 40 is the right number. As you can see, there are 3 bushings here, well, 2 bushings here, 2 bushings here, that is already 4, etc, etc. So there is a lot of bushings, and luckily for us on this car, these 2 cars, we didn't have cross members front and back, which usually have, you know, like can have up to 8 bushings and stuff like that. So yeah, you use them very, very often, and a lot of them. Now you know that we don't have calipers, we know that. Let's buy 5 and we will see how that goes. I'm just trying to pair them with cylinders so we have the similar number of each. Okay, and the last wheel on the car. Just give me a moment, I need to double check. Yeah, you see, obvious thing here missing. And now we are going to do this. Servo filter, okay, fuel pump. Servo filter, fuel pump. Good. We need this. I think that we didn't manage servo filter and fuel pump. What I'm looking here, I'm just looking, can I do this, please? Thank you. Servo we cannot. Okay, so I think we should maybe push car down and do this, add the filter here, and then add the servo, which, as you can see, we do not have. We didn't manage to repair it. I will buy 2. These things you can repair easily, but you know, sometimes they will not be on the car. No, they will always be on the car. Sorry, that's also peculiar, but you know, they will always be on the car, but sometimes you will not be able to repair them. Now, this should be it, you see. And we now need to check what parts actually do we have. And we can immediately sell, let's sell this and this. Okay, body parts. Okay, let us check. We have a trunk and right rear door. What I want to do is to see. So front bumper B, rear clamshell lap. Now what we are going to do, we are losing a little bit of time, but I want to come here and let us no, test this. Okay, now front bumper B, hood C, front bumper B, and hood C. Okay, front bumper B. Hood is C. What headlights do we have? Please, thank you. Headlights, normal headlights, but I will do what I want to do. B, trunk, rear bumper B, clamshell F. Interesting. Clamshell F, rear bumper B, of course. I want to buy these, and I want to buy these. I'm just looking. Trunk we have, a window, trunk window we don't have, but I want to of course buy all these tinted. These are the tinted also. I will buy these ones. Cover we don't have. Clamshell B, do we have it? Doesn't really matter. We will check it. Let's put things that we have, and then what we are missing we are going to buy, if you don't mind. Calling this hood is very funny, but it's actually hood, but yeah, it doesn't look, it looks like a toy. This is a B bumper, as you can see, a little bit different. I chose to put these black headlights. I think they look better than the normal one. We don't have a right door and left door. Actually, we don't have doors. Okay, let's buy doors. Doors are the only one model, so that shouldn't be a big deal. And you see, I chose to put these tinted windows. A left door we don't have, but I think right, well, it's not really door, it's just a cover which is in the place of the door. This is the different, as you can see. So we don't have front clamshell. This was the B one, different, as you can see, with 4 exhausts here like this. Very, very nice. And we can slowly see how the car is Azerbaijan. Why not? I presume there is possibility there is one car like this in Azerbaijan. Engine cover, trunk, because rich people are everywhere, don't forget that. We are going to put these super. These are not even tinted. I think these are more or less like carbons. It's okay, perfectly fine. Quite happy with that. I think for the racing car that makes sense. Okay, do we miss anything else? Did I miss something? I don't know. Wow, that was impressive. So Bandit and 11 leather D. Bandit and 11 leather D. The same seats like on the previous version of the car, which is perfectly fine. As you can see, I have quite a lot of seats in stock that I really have to use on some cars, and I will start now slowly to push them out. Wow. Okay, I like it, I like it, I like it. Let's go to the shop, and what we are going to do, as you remember, I said I'm going to liver this, and this is a stupid word, but I'm going to put it in the livery. And this is going to be the livery. I want it like this. So these are the, oops, what happened? Is it in the, oh yeah, it is. Beautiful. Look at this. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to put it on the lifter at the moment, and yeah, let's bring our Mayen, and that is it. 43 minutes into the game, 43 minutes into the episode, I would call that, and we are done with this series of cars. This is i3, I think, M3, sorry. Which should be this one. Okay, so my dear friends, let's see what do we have. Maybe take one photo, like maybe from here. I think I will put emphasis on these two cars like this. Yeah, one photo just to have it. These are the 5 cars we restored. Let's just go. This is the Mayen M3 vanilla car, actually Audi A3, yeah, Nothing really special, I just sell it. But you see how much money you get for this. It is completely crazy. 165. Perfect. Goodbye. As you can see, we have 16 million, so we are really not missing any money. This is a beautiful machine, and this is the SLS AMG version. As you can see, very, very nice car. This is the DLC car, beautifully done. I have nothing to say about that except beautiful. Lots of money, 436, and it's gone. If you want to see the process of restoration, that car, previous episode, is the place to go. This is a GTE M6, I think, or M8, I cannot remember. Actually, maybe it's M8 series or something. Yeah, I think it is. It is very, very beautiful machine. Look at this. Looks super, 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 super nice. Very, very beautiful. Love it. Let's sell it. As you can see, you get less for this car than you get for the SLS Merc or even Mayen M3. And now our two, what I will do, let's move it to here. Or even better, let's move it on the parking 1 and let's move it on the parking 2. I think this is going to give us a little bit of more freedom to run around. So we have two McLarens. This is a McLaren F1 LM, the racing version. Very sporty, very beautiful, tinted windows, carbon closed, I think, rear windows, stuff like that. And we have a normal road version of the car, which is, you know, just a normal road version, nothing else, nothing more, but still beautiful, amazing machines. So this is it. Let's not lose more time. So see how much money you get for this. This is super crazy. 10 million. This is almost 10 million. Wow. Now we have way too much money. And this is, I don't know what happened here. I hope our game will not break. Let's try. Yes. Okay, 41 million. That was it. Actually, I just wanted to get rid of the cars and move forward. So, wow, yeah, that was very, 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 very interesting thing. Now you know, if you want to earn shitload of money and you have 2 million in your bank, please simply just go and install McLaren F1 mod and then restore 1 or 2, and you will earn so much money that it will hurt. The next car in the process is this one. Let's put it on the lifter and let's kinda check it. So Bolt Cape Supercharged in the game. This is Chevrolet Impala, not sure what year, but it is supercharged one. You know, I presume if you're the car expert, you can tell us which year this Impala is from, but you know, it's not really clearly written in the description of the car, so we cannot say with certainty. And of course it can be checked on the internet and stuff, but as you know, we are not here to do, you know, history of the cars and to talk about that. We are here just to restore cars, make them look beautiful, sell them and move forward. So a Chevrolet Impala is a beautiful car, and you know, I do often, you know, often, it's relatively often, but I do watch car shows. I like to watch restoration of the old cars. I like Impalas, beautiful cars. There is no doubt about that. Big, huge, you know, heavy. And yeah, I think this is going to be interesting restoration. And this is, as I said, I had to make engine, and this is exactly the engine, like supercharged engine that I had to do, as I have it in my list and everything, but the engine actually is not in my inventory. It doesn't exist. I have no idea why, but as I said, I have, you know, other stuff that I'm doing in my life. This is just a hobby, and I cannot simply, you know, spend so much time on this and be sure that every single piece of info I have is correct. And with piece of info, I think everything that I have in stock and stuff, I do write it down. I try to be as precise as possible. But you know, sometimes it happens that you forget to remove something or add something, and you know, just like that. Doesn't really matter, it's not a big deal, but I had to do the engine, to prepare engine for this car before I started the recording of this episode. Now we are 50 minutes in, which means we will have ample time to do at least 3 cars, and I prefer to finish episode with 3 cars done if possible. Then we have 2 in next episode, etc, etc. That makes a nice transition, and you know, it makes, I think, episodes more interesting than doing 5 in one episode and rushing through that. But we will see how that goes. I think we might even be able to do more than we bargained for. Let's just slowly do that and see. As you can see, when I talked about the front cross member, rear cross member, this is 4 bushings here, and this rear one I don't think has any bushings from what I can see. No, it doesn't. Can we jump here? We can. As you know, there is no starter in the junkyard cars, so you can just remove this and immediately you can remove gearbox from the car. So I think the front of the car is now practically done. Yep, and we have rear. Yeah, this suspension shouldn't have bushings on the top, you know, in the cross member, but you have it like here, 2 of these. So, you know, the suspension front and rear, already they have like 6 bushings just in these parts, and then plus whatever is left. So as I said, a lot of bushings all the time that you have to use. These suspensions are not very complex or complicated. Yes, they do have quite a few screws, but you know, it is what it is. Also, we have some achievements. I cannot even remember. It was a really long time ago, like 2-3 weeks. Some nice gold achievement I think we got. So yeah. We are doing nice. Okay, I'm just looking at the moment, just figuring out. Okay, yeah, this is then the Chevrolet Impala Supercharged. The point is, you have different versions of that car in the game. I kinda, at the moment, believe that we will do just one version, because you have this car that is in non-supercharged version, which I don't know, does it make sense for me or not to do it. So at the moment we are not going to do it. If the time comes when we really need more cars, we don't have them or something, then we might go and do different versions, you know, with different engines, but at the moment I will avoid that and just do one version. That was See the problem, you need to move and then come back. This is also a bug, of course, not programmed properly, but nothing can be done. As always, the most beautiful thing is when you do this. Very, very nice color. I think black does the job on this car. Superb. Let's go. Before we forget, as you know, we are repairing. As you can see here, you can see repair chance 95, cost $1, or yeah, it's $sign. 99% too. So we paid 3 basically money units for repair of that. And usually you will be better to repair stuff, and you will be you know, save money basically with that. So I'm just banging my enter button because that is the fastest way to do that. I want to remove this, and these wheels we will remove later. I always like to keep them in just to be 100% sure that I exactly know what I'm doing. 41 million, huge number of a huge amount of money, but what can you do? So V8 carb supercharged, that's that. The engine is in, as you can see, huge big engine, nice. We can remove this. Did we put the battery on the charger? We did. I just wanted to be sure. So we don't have much here. We have just radiator, battery, and we should have a brake servo. That's about that. We didn't manage to repair servo. As you can see, this is one we had left from our stock. So let's do slowly Impala. Let's finish this car, and then we will see front knuckle C now. What I'm doing, I'm going to suspension, looking for front knuckles, and immediately buying 3 because, as you can see, or maybe you've seen it, maybe you didn't, but we had only 1. And I know that we have 1 more, that we need 1 more, and I got 2 more just to keep them in the stock. And as you know, I explained that multiple times, when we have a part that we need and it's only 1, we are going usually to buy 3 of them. If we have like 2 parts that we need, we are going to buy 2 more, that means 4 of them, etc., etc., to keep stock, because suspension, you know, it's a finite basically number of parts and they're always used, so whatever you have in stock you will eventually use it, and that's not an issue, so it's good to have stuff in stock. How many wishbones we have? We still have a lot of front ones, which is very, very good, although I presume we are going to need rear ones if we have that on some car. Okay, steering rack, I will buy 2 for now, because steering racks are strange, you know. You can repair them, often you will be able to repair them, so you know there is no need to keep so many in the stock, but you always have at least 1 spare, you will need it. So rim cape, these are easy, the old ones, and I'm just keeping old ones to be sure that everything is in order and that the same wheels are used, although you don't need to use same wheels. You have to know that you can basically use whatever you feel and want. We are doing restorations, and most of the time I will use the original rims and stuff which were intended for that specific version. Sometimes with some cars I will change it because I feel that specific I don't know, rim is not really representative enough or whatever, and I did that a few times, but usually I'm trying to keep that let's say, you know, original, how it came with the car. Okay, the front suspension is going well. As you can see, these bushings, there is many of them, and these cars have loads of bushings, and yeah, it takes time to assemble all of that. What I'm looking, this is the front link, the last one, and we should be able to put the absorber in, and last wheel. As you can see, I always prepare everything, you know, in basically order, and everything is ready for the builds. Now I have no clue what do we have or we don't have, because I didn't do it for 2 weeks now, so yeah. Okay, we have most of the things, we repaired stuff, we have some stuff in stock, so that's perfectly fine. We should be able to put starter here. Yep, perfect. And let's see, a few middle mufflers and a few rear mufflers. Now unfortunately only 1, we will need to buy more. Coil spring, rear drive axle, that is strange one. Kind of strange because I buy only 1, because most of the times it will be repaired, but sometimes it will not, so yeah, I tend not to keep them in stock for that reason, you know, mostly you will be able to repair and restore them. Rear shock absorber B, I will buy 8 of these because you need them all the time, they're not repairable, and that's about that, very simple and straightforward. Now we will need to buy, I think muffler I will buy at the end. Let's do suspension first. This should be done, and yeah, I'm thinking what side, maybe from this side. If you're thinking yourself like, oh, what should I do first, whatever, just, you know, do whatever you feel is the right way, because I do tend to do assembly in a way that just suits me at any given moment. Sometimes I will do it, you know, completely differently than what I'm doing now. Sometimes I will just go and put stuff left and right, you know. Sometimes I will just first do one side. Depends really however you feel at the moment, and you know what parts you believe should go first. And in this game really there is no right or wrong order of assembly. Yes, you need the order basically. You have to put drum cylinder before you put brake shoe. That's not the issue. But you know, do you want to do this first or go and first do the, I don't know, exhaust system or something else? It's completely and up to you. Let's put the wheel in, and I think that we are not missing anything here. No. So as you can see, we have a few more parts here, and then we are going to finish this rear suspension. Very nice. I'm quite satisfied with that because it goes very well, very fast, and we will have very nice Chevrolet Impala. Let me see. Yeah, as I said, I will do the exhaust at the end. I just want first to do this. Although we seem to have every single part here, so that's good. Bushing goes here, don't forget that. Yeah, that's almost done. Superb. Quite happy with that. And let me put the wheel. This is the cape, and that's that. This is rear muffler V8 OHV. Let's V8 OHV. This is the one. Let's buy 7 of these, which means I will use 1, and we will have 6 in the stock. Now we are going to our car status. As you can see, 100% everything. Now what is left is bodywork. Yeah. Let us check. Now we can sell engine also, 200, you see. It's not even worth to do anything about that. Doors, this we can sell. Fenders and a right door and rear bumper. I need first to go and find the shop. And these parts are here. Is this the cape? Just give me a moment to see. This is the cape. Yep. This is the cape. Okay. I forgot actually. I didn't pay attention. Not that. What bumper we have, front or rear? Give me a second. So we have a rear bumper and a right door. Okay. A rear bumper and right door. Yet again, I'm buying stuff. Bear with me. I think this is it. Let's bring the car down. And let's assemble it. Okie dokie. I think this one doesn't have hood. Am I not mistaken? Yeah, I don't like it actually at all. I really dislike that. But you know, I had a car in garage, so I decided to do it, but I dislike it. Really passionately dislike it. I don't like it at all. So from my point of view, the car is beautiful, but it is extremely ugly without the hood, with that open engine. I actually really don't like it. It's okay. It's not about me, it's about Great Britain. Let's use the Great Britain. I'm just using whatever I have first. But in pair. Okay, let me see. 95% bench, right side mirror. I will buy bench cape, but I want to see, can I? Oh. Just give me a second, please. I'm not sure how this functions. Yeah, this is the rear, and I will use these seats, although they're not the seats, they are really for this car. Yeah, and the steering wheel, I couldn't really be bothered. Let's just leave it like this. No one actually cares, I hope. That's not a big deal. You can use whatever you want, and we need to get rid of these things, and this car is unexciting for me, especially because of this open hood. I don't really, as I said 20 times already, I don't like it, so I just want to get rid of it. Done. Factory black, perfect. Yeah. So that is the Bolt Cape or Chevy Impala Supercharged. As you can see, some of you might like it. I really don't. I like the car. I don't like the car without the hood. It doesn't work for me. The next car is, let me just check, a beautiful mod. Actually not sure who did it. I'm just checking. Yeah, it seems Fully Sick and K3. It seems K3 did it, and Fully Sick did the release and stuff. I don't know how they do that actually, but you know, link is in the description down below. 2000 car spreadsheet, everything is linked there, so if you want to see, check it, go there and check it. I think that's perfectly fine and nice. So this is Nissan R380 II. Yeah, I didn't really read much about the car. I don't know. I think this is kind of racing car, if I'm not mistaken. But if you want to know more, just go and check it. Actually, I really didn't check. It's didn't have time, as I already said. I'm extremely busy, and this is 2 hours that I barely found to do this episode. So yeah, let's just drop the battery in. But this is the beautiful car. It is a race car. I cannot remember where it was racing. It is a pretty old machine, but you will see. I like it that it's in the junkyard state, so not much can be seen. When we make it, it is going to be really a beautiful machine. And I think, do we have a rear? Yeah, you see we have rear wishbones down there, and we will need to make them, unfortunately, but it's not a big deal. We are going to prepare them. Okay, let's disassemble everything first, then we are going to prepare the set of rear shock. What's going on? Set of rear shocks, maybe 2 sets even, because we are for sure going to need them for something else. And then we are going to finish this car and move to another vanilla car that I have here ready to go for restoration. I'm trying to get rid of vanilla cars, but still, you know, there is quite a few of them, and once we get rid of them, then they're only mods. So yeah, it's going to be tricky. We'll see how that goes. I actually don't have a clue. Once when we spend all these vanillas and stuff, you know, who knows. Okay, let me see. This should go, this should go, and this should go. This should go. One fuel tank. Was there another fuel tank? Did I remove it already? Don't know, we will see. This mod is very nice. I did it before and I like it, although it was sitting in the parking for quite a long time for some reason. Yeah, I know, the reason is always the engines. I tried to reuse well, as much as many engines as I can, because as you know I did the engine guides, and for these I made 62 engines. This is the number of the engines we had in the game. I made all of them, prepared all of them, and to be honest I still have some of them in the inventory, and you can check that of course in the our 1000 car spreadsheet. The link is in the description down below, which actually I cannot use because I cannot find cars that are using these engines. So yeah, that's kinda it, but it's okay. Eventually I presume we are going to find the cars where we can use these engines, you know, especially when you have these interchangeable engines. I like that. So yeah, I hope everything will be sorted in time. This is it. Let's bring our lifter in. Let's pull out the engine. Let's do the interior. As you might imagine, as you might know, and not imagine really, I don't explain much about the inner works of the game, how and why things are done. If you want to know more about that, feel free to check my actual guide, playthrough, let's say. That would be the best, from episode 1 to episode 21, where we went from level 1 to level 50, unlocked all the skills and everything. So everything is there. I explained every single thing in the game, how it is done, why, and stuff like that. We drop the engine in. As you can see, we have a shell. Now what we need to do, let me see, what do we have. This is how you make these springs. So I will show you what we are going to do now. We are going here. A rear shock absorber, let's buy 4, and I will buy 4 sets. No, these are the fronts, we need rears. 4 sets of caps and 4 sets of springs. So how do you do that? Click here, join parts, join, and that's it. We are going to make 4 springs. 2 we need for this car, and I presume 2 to have in the reserve will not hurt. Just checking. Okay. It takes a little bit of time, but I hope you don't really mind. While that is done, we can check Impala again. As I said, I really dislike it. I cannot. I'm trying to find, you know, kind of to find something that I like, but I so much dislike this that, wow, it hurts. Okay, that's done. Let's move. We didn't remove, as you can see, the front left door, and now everything else should be done. What I want to do, I want just to repair things. So let's do it. Shouldn't be many things here because the car was in the bad condition. As you can see, yeah, a little bit of suspension, few parts here and there. Gearbox I think is missing also. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Let's first sell the parts and we will buy what we need a little bit later. I want to sell these broken shocks first, okay. As I said, wheels we are going to keep for now. And we have 41 million, so now we have all the money we actually will ever need, probably, you know, to finish our playthrough. As I explained, if you want to earn a load of money, just go and buy the... Can we somehow maybe... You see what I'm trying? I'm trying to... Huh? I got it. You just, if you have 2 million, you go and buy the McLaren F1 and you are going to be able to earn huge amount of money when you restore them, okay? But to buy them you need between 1 and 2 million, so that's that. There's also another car that we did that is the same. I cannot remember actually, to be very honest, which one was that, that does the same job, so check it in my 1000 car spreadsheet. Everything is explained there, written, numbers are there, and you can see everything. I'm actually trying to remember, but I cannot. It was also some sport, nice, Alfa 33, Alfa Stradale, Alfa Romeo. So that one also earns huge amount of money, you know, when you restore it. We don't have the ventility discs, which actually means we will buy 10 discs, and I will buy 8 of these, and yeah, I think that would be it for now, and later we will see. I'm not sure how many brake pads we have. 4. Okay, this is for this car, and then for the next one we are going to need more. So 1 hour 15 minutes. We are really doing it pretty fast. I think we are even going to have a little bit of time left. We will see how that goes and what we should do, because I'm not sure I want to do 4 cars, or we will see. Let's just wait. Yes, we know that billings are missing. We don't have them. We spent last of them. I will buy 10. You cannot repair them, okay? And you will always use them in combination with, you know, the double wishbone and stuff like that. So yeah, you will need to have them. Same with these rods and stuff like that. Retro 03, you see the size of all wheels on this car is exactly the same, so we can just use whichever one we want. Okay, let's move on this side. This car again, these sporty cars, as you can see, mostly they don't have the front cross member. They just have the suspension without that, which is perfectly fine. And this is actually a very beautiful car. You will see when we finish, it is superb. It is very nice piece of engineering. And as you know, probably Nissan had quite a nice success with their racing cars. They had you know, quite a good run at Le Mans and stuff like that. So yeah, Nissan is good, and really they have they had these beautiful cars. But don't forget, GTRs are astonishing. I love them. I do believe these are the epitome of the car as itself, you know, as such, because this is the car, the super sports car that is packed in the package that is not like, you know, Ferrari or McLaren or whatever. And for me, that is a super special thing, you know, when you're able to pack the amazing, astonishing, super powerful car in the package that is actually, you know, not so sporty, let's say. Although for me that car looks better than Ferrari, for example. And yeah, I really love them. I really love them, and we will restore quite a few of them and have them restored in our game. Battery is in, and yeah, we probably don't have. Wow, we do have. This is astonishing. I even had that. See, it's good when you have few parts in stock, so you don't have to buy them all the time. Let me just check. Yep, hub bearing, and probably we will have drive axle here. But what bothers me is this. Gearbox is i4 RWD, so we are going to buy that is our i4 rear wheel drive, although yeah, i6 is engine, and I presume the modding was not easy. You see here we have issues with things that are not connecting and stuff. As I said, I don't care about that at all. I'm just showing you so you know how it looks and how it works. For me, that all of that is perfectly fine, and I'm super happy with that. Okay, and let's put the wheel on. This is my refrigerator. If you hear that banging, I don't know what is with it, but it just started to do some strange stuff and make some sounds. Well, I presume it's you know, cooling system or something, but yeah, sometimes it's really interesting how these things are, you know, making sounds. Brake discs, hello pad, and the caliper. Yeah, now we have more calipers, less cylinders, doesn't really matter. Okay, this is also almost done, which is very, very impressive. I think I'm doing this too fast. I should slow down. But we will see. Also, we will need to put... I will show you, just give me a second. I will show to you. That is the... I will show you doesn't really mean... it's not proper. I will show to you is proper. And we need these manifolds, and they always go at the end, which is interesting. With these i6 engines, you need first to do other stuff, and then you can put these manifolds. Do we have them? We have one. Unfortunately, we need to buy another one. And I will not buy many of them. I don't want to buy them. I just need one at the moment. That is i6. I'm trying to figure out that where is the normal one. I will not buy more because I don't know when we are going to use i6 again and stuff like that, so I don't want to have too many things in my inventory. And why? Because the game optimization is very bad, and you know, it lags and stuff like that, so yeah. Rear window, okay, so that's about that. Rear window, it is here, as you can see how it is. Very, very nicely done. Okay, what do we have actually? Let us sell 200 for the engine. Funny. What do we have? Let me see. This is the rear window we didn't sell. Okay, and this hood we didn't need. Okay. So let's go and find the 380. This is in our community cars, okay? Actually, I completely forgot. I dozed out. What do we have? What do we have? Hello. Front left door. I completely forgot. You wouldn't believe. Front left door. Okay. Everything else I'm buying, okay? Every single part here. And let's assemble this beautiful, amazing car, and let's finish with that. So, front left door, window. Look at how beautiful this is. It's really something that you can enjoy, you know, looking at it, and really, really, really amazing. These mirrors, the car as such is wow. Just pure pleasure, I have to say, how it looks. Okay, trunk window. We know that this comes here. Okay, I'm just looking. I'm missing something, but I'm not sure what. Rear window and steering wheel roulette. Yeah. You need to do this first, and then we are going to return this and this. Steering wheel roulette, although I have some other steering wheels, so we are going to use whatever we have. Perfect, doesn't really matter. As I said, I just want to reuse these parts. I don't want to. Front wheels, what did I do? What actually did I do? What have I done? What did I do? Was I stupid? And okay, let me see. Let me see, just 03225. What's the point? Bear with me, guys. I have no idea what have I done. I think, well, actually, I think I know, but I need to be sure. Just let me see. 225, 50, 17. These are going, yeah. I didn't pay attention. Just let me see, do we have... these are 255s, so I have to just re-juggle that. Fair enough, I think it's not a big deal. Just bear with me. So 55s are going at the back and 50s on the front. I didn't pay attention actually. I just now remembered. As I said, 2 weeks, you know, it's a long time and you forget a thing or two and that's it. But it's okay, not a big problem. We are not in rush at all. So now it should be okay. Let's see, do they have, please, door. Do they have a livery for the car? That is what interests me. Well, I think you have to admit this looks... Wow, I think we are going to leave this one, but let's see, maybe... Oh no, this is the car that you are going to have. It is actually absolutely adorable. Look at this, like a little toy. What bothers me also, why we do not have tail lights here? Very strange. What else we are missing? Rear license plate. Wow. How we are missing a rear license plate? We are not. Let me see what's going on. Very strange. Very, very strange, my friends. Very, very strange. We are going to move it to lifter 2. You have to admit the car looks beautiful and the livery is astonishing. I love it. I love it. Beautiful. Wow. Okay, perfect. So that was our second car from the new series of cars, and we are only on 1 hour 26 minutes, which is strange. So I decided to do this one, okay? This is basically Chevrolet El Camino. We did one, but this is Trespasser. This is the off-road version you see with off-road wheels and everything. It's a different stance, different car a little bit, and I think it makes sense to do it. As I said, whenever I feel that car gives a visual difference from, you know, what we did beforehand, we are going to do it. I have no issues with that. So let's start with disassembly slowly. I'm just trying to figure out, this is one part, see? Let's remove servo and radiator and battery. We're going to remove this later. Okay, let's see. I don't think there is anything else to remove. Yeah, this is basically one piece bodywork. And that's about that, yeah? So first things first, let's put the charger battery on the charger. As you can see, I have a lot of spare batteries. I don't really mind having them. So Bolt Trespasser, let's not rush, let's slowly do it. We have more than enough time. Also, I'm completely clueless as to what cars we are missing from our mod list. We can check that later, but you know, I have to switch out just to my spreadsheet. We might go and pay a few trips to the junkyards, to the auctions. You know, we didn't do that for quite some time. Yeah, I think we did in one of previous episodes a very short trip and stuff. But you know, for you who are maybe not watching all the episodes or stuff, or you just, you know, kind of came to this episode, it would be probably interesting to see how it looks to go to the junkyard or auctions and stuff like that. And we can do that actually a little bit later, why not? But in the meantime, let's first do our El Camino, okay. This is off-road, actually, El Camino version, and I'm not even sure if some Trespasser old Camino existed. Is this real, or is just invention of these guys who created the game? I didn't check. I presume it is their invention, but still it is different car in a way, as it has these big off-road wheels and stuff, so I wanted to do it as I thought it will be interesting enough. And El Camino is loved by many, and you know, people really like it, so why not? Okay, can we? No, we cannot, of course. See, there is order. If something is red, it means something else has to be removed first, and stuff like that. Like you see. So if you want to remove knuckle, you need to remove this upper arm first. So just a little bit of info and a little bit of kinda, how do we call that, tips? A little tip, gaming tip for you. Okay, and let's remove the gear box. Plus, I didn't realize we have here the pipe and this. And this, you see, these rear mufflers, we just got a few of them, both few of them for the one of previous cars. We are going to need all of them. As you can see now, I'm doing different stuff. I'm disassembling in parallel left and right side, and if you ask me why, because I feel like that simply, this is not most efficient, so better to just first do, you know, one side another, but you know, whatever you feel, do it like that at any given time. Fuel tank. So you see this. As I said, you never find on junkyard cars the fuel pump, but this time I was wrong. We got it. But this is again once in a million. Okay. I'm thinking it's 1:31 at the moment, which means we will need 10 minutes for this one, probably, not much more. Actually 1:41, so it leaves us with 20 minutes or so. We'll see. Maybe I will even bring one car and disassemble it. Not sure. Let's slowly disassemble this one and restore, repair parts. Let's see how that goes, and then we are going to decide what to do next. So that's it. I cannot believe it's already done. Okay, let's pull the engine out. This one has V8 OHV P, if I'm not mistaken. So interior. When you work on interior, let's just do the briefly, we have time. As you can see, this is the interior, and interior toolkit should be the one to fix interior and make it nicer. So look at the interior. I will just now do it, okay? It doesn't really show much. Yes, from my point of view, the interior is a little bit shinier, it looks a little bit better, but that's about it. So it's very hard to see. With welder, it's much more clear situation. As you can see, welder, when you apply the welder on the car, this is what happens, okay? And this is probably a livery for the car, I would presume. So we will see, can we paint into that livery. This is kind of hunting truck or whatever. Let's drop the engine in. And let's drop the few parts. Yeah, I just wanted to say, you know what we didn't do? We didn't repair stuff. So let's do that. For example, see, brake servo is takes 3 times. I already clicked once, second time, third time, 4. This is really like 4 times. Sometimes it will be fixed in 2 clicks, sometimes in 1, sometimes in 4 or 5, depends. Okay, so quite a few parts that can be fixed. That's it. Let's just sell the rest but not from here. My buttons are next to each other. Very often you will see me just press the wrong one, and I know I should change them, but they make sense in a way how they are now, so yeah. Okay, we sold all the old parts. As you know, I am keeping wheels for a little bit just to be sure that everything is okay, that I didn't make any big mistakes, and that's it. So, brake servo, radiator C, and a battery, only 3 parts in these cars that are going like this, and everything else goes from under the car. And let's slowly start to build it. And we don't have bars, I know that. Okay, let's go. Suspension. That was a front sway bar B. I'm buying usually 3 of sway bars, and these cannot be repaired, okay? So actually it makes sense to have them in stock. We will see how many bushings we bought. 40, first 20, then 40. So basically we bought 60 of them in this episode, and we will see how many we are going to use. And as you can see, only 2, so it means go and buy more bushings. And let's buy 40, so we have them in the stock. As you can see, also slowly we are running out of our shocks and stuff, so we will need some time to prepare everything again. We don't have front wheel hub, so as you know, we need 2 of these, but I will buy 4 because 2 we are going to use now and 2 we are going to have in the stock for the next car when we need them. Because you will repair some stuff, that's without doubt, but many times you will simply be unable to, you know, repair all or enough, and you will have to, you know, buy stuff and just to kind of close the holes and have everything for the car. We did. I'm just looking, bear with me please. Okay, let's put steering rack back in and our tie rods, and we can drop wheel immediately on the car and move forward. So this is retro 1. Let me see the size of wheels. 2 to 5, 255, so 2 to 5 will go on the front and 255s will go on the back. We don't have this exhaust section, so we are going to actually do that later. We need 2 from what I see. Okay, let's connect this and then do the upper arm. As you can see, that was the last one, and bottom we have 1 spare even. Okay, now let's move here. Although what I'm thinking, let's add the shock absorber, and I think we can immediately add the link. We can. Cool. As you can see, most of the parts are in the stock, so we don't need to think much about that, and we can just move forward with assembly. Yeah, I think this is actually going to be the last car for today. I kinda don't feel a need to rush it even more, so we are going to probably do it slowly. Okay, this is it. Let's do mufflers later. You see, now we managed to repair a coil spring axle. As I said, usually you will do it. Sometimes, yeah, you will not, but depends. We'll have 4, as you have seen. We had only 1, and we managed to repair all, well, both solid drive axles, so that's perfectly fine. We'll need brake shoes and we'll need drums. So let's kinda, with shoes I will buy 5, and with drums I will buy 10. Because shoes, which is funny, you can repair, and drums you cannot, so we need more drums than shoes. Okay. Okay, 4 spring caps. How many springs we have? 2 only. Okay, enough for this one. That's important. Okay, now let's do this one. Another bushing here. As you know, these are everywhere. We will need, okay, we will need these. Okay, now we are going to buy that immediately. So you bolt and the leaf spring there here. 3 of these, and let's buy, we need 1, let's buy 3 of these, why not? That is it. Fuel tank, and do we have pumps? I know that we were almost out, but we are actually out. Pumps, again, I'm buying like 10, now 11, so 1 use here and 10 on the stock. Cool. Please. See, this focusing of things is also not really the greatest thing in the game. It can be very annoying from time to time, but you get used to it, so it is what it is and how it is. As I always say, either adapt or, you know, do not play, and that's about that. The last wheel goes on, and the other stuff that we are missing, like this, 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 and this. Okay. And we got a few of these. Now we have some in stock, so that's perfectly fine. Now we will see what we need with our exhaust system, our gearbox and stuff, and slowly let's bring this to the end, finish this car. Now we need front exhaust section V8 OHVD. V8 OHVD, front exhaust section V8 OHVD. This is the one. Okay, I will buy 4 because who knows, maybe we are going to need it. And listen, when you have money like this, and I didn't intend to have so much money, but it's good. You can just buy whatever you want, and then if you have too many things or you would just want to get rid of your stock, just sell everything and just rebuy everything again, who cares? Because you have more money than you will ever need it. This is the middle mufflers, so we need middle mufflers. Let's buy like 10 of these, and rear mufflers I think are the, yes, V8 OHVs, which we use very, very often. I think this is the last part that should kinda bring this job to the end. But let us check. You see, global part conditions is 100. So yeah, that should be that. What we are going to do now, first let's take this battery because I don't want it there. Let's sell the wheels. So wheels are gone. Let's see, what do we have here. We have hood. Is this Bolt Atlanta? Actually it is. We have only hood. Let's go to the shop maybe and check what kind of parts are there. I'm just trying to figure out. So these are all the same parts. Okay, so we will buy everything except hood, if I'm not mistaken, and we will buy all these parts. Now, sometimes you will have where is that? Is this the one? Yeah, you see, you will have these. This is the shop called Part Tune, where sometimes you will have these aftermarket parts which were done by the creators, okay, by the guys who made the game. So what I'm going to buy, I'm going to buy also all of these parts, okay, because we can do whatever we want, and we should be free to do it, and I'm thinking let's do these a little bit different. Why not? No, let's go with these tinted versions a little bit. Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine. Cyprus, why not? I doubt there is many El Caminos in Cyprus, but there might be one, so why not do it? Let me see. Okay, what else? We should have all the parts. Just let us do it slowly and surely. Perfect. We should have rear window here. Trunk is the one. Now we are going to use these tinted taillights also, and the tinted or whatever rear bumper. It's not really tinted. I'm not even sure how would I define it. We will see when we paint it what kind of effect we are going to get, as I think this is probably livery. We will see. Now with interior, as you know, we have way too many parts in stock, so I'm going to use these seats. These are not originals and stuff, but I really just want to get rid of these things. This is a modernized version of El Camino, so if you don't mind having a little bit more modern and better seats to sit in, and kinda steering wheel that is also more modern. Let's see our paint work, what we can do. So, 2 lines, another 2 lines, whatever is this, more lines. This is, I think, what we had, and I'm thinking let's do that. It is crazy enough, so it works perfect. So this is El Camino off-road version, you know, that is kinda intended probably for hunting or something like that. It looks cute, it looks nice. Let's move it maybe to the parking space too. So let's just see what we did. This is a Chevrolet Impala Supercharged. As I said, I really dislike it without the hood. I think they should make a hood that would fit Impala, you know. Let's check it, maybe that is Cape. Maybe they do. No, they don't have. I was thinking maybe they have something for the Cape, maybe hood or something, but I think the you know, creators or well, programmers and stuff, they should do it. I think this is very nasty. On the other hand, this is one of the most beautiful cars that we did until now. This beautiful 380 Nissan. Look at this astonishing car. Amazing livery. Well done to the guys who created it. Well done, guys. Perfect car. This is El Camino. Chevy with off-road, you know, with hard suspension, off-road wheels and stuff like that. With tinted lights front and back, and I kinda like it. The paint job is also a little bit crazier than normal, so yeah, I think all of that works very well. Now we have 2 more cars that we are going to do, and I don't know, I think we are not going to do it in this episode. What we are going to do now, if the game doesn't die on us, because I had a situation where a game simply just crashed, you know, when we went to the junkyard for no apparent reason at all. I hope it will not happen again, but it happens from time to time, so yeah. What we are doing now, as we didn't really go much to the junkyard in previous episodes, I think we have enough time, we have opportunity. Let's go and see what is there. Do we find something interesting? This is Smith, we don't need it, we did the restoration on it. This is, what is this? This is a Dodge Monaco, which I think, let me check my list if you don't mind. We do have one in the stock. What is this? This is Honeycorn V2, which we actually have. This is something else that we are going to do, these honeycorns. This is going to be nice. F. Mill Chapman, we did it. McLaren. This is a Salem Fastback 500. I don't know, I prefer to install Mustang mods and do that properly, and yeah, probably will do that. This is Hemi Barracuda. You see so many cars, this is very rare opportunity to see so many cars. Bolt Reptilia, so many cars. Usually you have 3-4 car stops. This time we had so many, and most of them really nothing special. So we didn't buy anything. What I do believe, I think we are going to do, I don't know, 4 or 5 trips to the junkyard, and then maybe 2 auctions, just to get a feel of it, to see how it goes. Maybe we even take a few barn maps and go visit a barn or 2. I'm not even sure. Let's see, I'm not sure how much time do we have actually, so yeah. We have enough time, Let's go again to the junkyard. Let's see. I do have, if you check my 1000 car spreadsheet, that is linked in the description down below, you will see the list of the cars in the parking, and there is quite a few of them. The great cars, you know, a little bit of gray, that means these are, you know, kinda ready to be restored. Some of them are already restored, so everything is very, very self-explanatory. This is the Katagiri Katsumoto. We did one already in a little bit different version, but that's the same car. I don't find it interesting. This is 300 Chrysler. Yeah, very, 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 very hard. This is a Bolt Cape, but not supercharged. I like that much more. Chieftain TBX, we did it. Another Chrysler. One more Unicorn. I would say it's Unicorn. It's Unicorn V1. Do we have V1? Bear with me, my friends. I want to check. We have also V1. You will see we are going to make all the versions we have, 5 of them I think, so that's going to be interesting also. And this is TBX again. Unfortunately, nothing. This is Merc that we did. Yeah, I think let's try once more. Let's try once more. Although I do have quite a few cars ready, you know, for restoration and versions. We are going to do that Unicorn Mustangs, Skylines, R33 GTRs in different versions, Dodge Monaco in different versions. There is going to be quite a lot of different versions of the same car, you know. I like these builds, you know, to put them side by side. Also, you know that we did 8 Mustangs. That was amazing build, super interesting. Basically, episode or 2 before this. Feel free to check it. Everything is in description. In the what's the name? In the sheet, you know, doc, and it is linked in the description down below. So check everything there. You have links and everything. This is Cobra. which we did also. So yeah, nothing here, nothing. This is the Merc 550, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we have that also in our garage. Bentley T-Series, we did a restoration of that one. You might remember, might not. This is AMC, AMX. We have also these, so yeah, kinda nothing really here. And another Cobra. You know, sometimes you get all these cars one after another, or you know, in the same time you get the same cars. It's very strange how that random number generator is working, but yeah, not much we can do. Let's do now few auctions. Let's check how that will work, and maybe if we have time we take one barn map and just try it. We didn't do that for such a long time, and I think we should, just for fun and the sake of it. Okay, let's go to the auctions. Let's see what we can find, and can we find anything there. Usually it's not easy, and you have I sometimes spend few hours just going in out until I find the car that we want. So Atlanta Roulette Royal Bianco SLS AMG Bandit Coupe Designer. Nothing here that we need. All of these we already restored or have them in garage, so actually nothing that we need. Let's try at least once more. I would really love to see how that works, and can we find something. Oh, I completely forgot, you know, to say, as usual, like, subscribe and comment, please. There is not much to talk about that. If you like what I'm doing, you know, just click the like button. If you like the channel, subscribe, of course, and please comment. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the game, about the videos, about stuff, what cars you like, you don't like, what cars you drive, you don't drive, etc, etc. There is tons of things we can talk about. So, Castor Earthquake Rex. I'm not sure what is the difference. Let me go and just until you watch the car. I am checking. So Rex is something different. I'm not sure. That is Ford Raptor, I think. You know what are we going to do? In all honesty, let me just. So what I'm doing now, I will share with you. I'm writing in the spreadsheet. Castor Earthquake Rex. Do we have one? Ah, yep. This is what I was wondering. We have one, unfortunately or fortunately. All of these cars we have one in the parking, so I just checked it. Castor Avalanche. What is Castor Avalanche? Let me see. Do we have Castor Avalanche? Bear with me. We don't have one, as much as I can see. So let's go through the cars and let's see what is the Castor Avalanche. Cannot remember. Olsen Grand Club. Did we repair? Also, let's check. We don't have Olsen in Journey, but we do have one actually in our parking, so we are not going to buy it. Many cars you are going to find only on auctions. We do have these also in our parking, so yeah. Let us see. Porsche we have, of course. Renault Piccolo we did already. I'm not going to repeat these. Bolt Retilia R2. Yeah, we did one or two of these. I think that's more than enough for now. What is Castor Avalanche? Let us check. We do know what Castor Avalanche is. This is a Range Rover Evoque, and I'm just writing now in my spreadsheet. You can hear, and let's see, i4 DOHC DFM, if I'm not mistaken, and auction, and let's start our auction. And you see the whole concept. Now we have to go to 100,000, but it's 5,000 race, so it's perfectly fine. Sometimes you will get 500 and you have to go, you know, through all of that and click 1,000 times. So, yeah. And look at the price, 116,506. I'm just writing it in the spreadsheet, and well, let's put in car parking. Trust me, when we restore it, we will lose money. Usually on these cars, you are going to lose money because the computer will overbid you and stuff like that. All these cars we have, okay? So we don't need them. We got one car from 5 runs, not really great, but better than nothing, I would say. So I'm satisfied with that. Let's see how much time do we have, and then we are going to decide what to do. We shouldn't have more than a few minutes left. And I don't know how much until I switch here. Oh, we don't have time. That's about it. We are not going to do barn. So for today, we did restore 2 McLarens. We sold them together with other cars that were ready. We have this Chevrolet Impala restored. We have this beautiful Nissan 380 restored, and we have this El Camino restored. 2 more cars are going to be restored in the next episode, and we are going to sell 5 of them and then restore 3 next, etc, etc. You know how things are going. I already mentioned like, subscribe, comment, so that is, you know, normal thing. So whatever fits for you, please do it. Have a great day, stay safe, take care about your family, do something you love, and the most important thing, as you know, I always say that at the end, enjoy life. That's the most important thing. Don't let things get to you. Try to enjoy life as much as you can. Do something really that you love and that will make you happy. I will see you in the next episode very soon, and until then, bye bye and all the best.
Please subscribe to this channel, share and like this video. Thank you.